Hey there, real quick before we begin, you're about to watch a live stream, which means you're really kind of behind the scenes here because these lessons are usually watched in the archives, but you're here for the live taping of them. So if we mess up really bad, we're probably going to chop that out, but you're going to get to see all of our bloopers and mistakes. We'll also chop this off so no one is going to see this part of the lesson but you. And because you're behind the scenes, you're probably going to ignore my instructions when I say, like, pause the video and go practice or whatever. You can if you want. It's just that everyone in the chat room then will be in different places in the video. That's fine. When you want to join us live again, go down to the bottom of the video, click on the live button, and that should take you straight to where we actually are now. So now here comes the part for everybody else. I'm really glad you're with us. The archives are fine, but my favorite is talking to you live. So see you in the chat room. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names and the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Clopple Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a Question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and today we're doing the song from the Disney movie Robin Hood, like the animated one, the good one, that would they sing while they're like dancing through the forest. And actually, that's part of the lyrics to the song. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. This is the chat moderator, the incomparable Kendra.
Guess what? I've never seen Robin Hood before. But there's this great song called Robin Hood that has nothing to do with the movie that I really like. I'm learning another great Robin Hood song today. So it's
Right
good.
now, you mean?
Yes.
Just like everybody here. Yes,
Yeah,
wonderful.
That is what I was going for. Yes.
Cool. All right. Yes. This is a really good one. So let's just dive right in.
Oh
First
wait,
thing.
I think someone else has to
Oh,
like,
hey,
say
buddy.
hello.
Yeah. Okay. So he wants us to move along quickly, and today I'm going to try to move along quickly, and he really wanting to talk. There we go. So we're going to start with a C. So the very first thing you're supposed to press is a C. In order to find a C, you just take any group of 2 black notes, like those or those or those. Any group of 2. A group of 3 won't work because it's going to find other letters for us. So we want a group of 2 black notes, not a group of 3, and take the one that's on the left, the lowest note of them, and just drag it down so you land on a white note. And that will be a C every single time, no matter what group of 2 black notes you pick. If you drag that bottom note down, it always lands on a C. So pick any C on the piano. I'm going to pick the one that's kind of in the middle-ish of the piano, and we need to play 2 of those. We're already off and running, and that is Robin. You want to make sure you say the words as you go. So we play 2 C's. You say Ra and then bin. Then we're going to move up, not to the next note, because that'd be a D, but to the next one over. That would be an E, and we're going to say hood N. Hood N. So both of those together, Ra, bin, hood N. Ra, bin, hood, N. Then we're going to skip again. So we just played a C and an E. If we skip over this note, which is an F, we would land on this note, which is a G. So these are the 3 most important notes of this song. Ra, bin, hood, N. And then we're going to go up to this G, little. Now, we're going to hang on to that one for one more note so we can also say John. So far what we have is Ra, bin, hood, N, little John. It'll take some practice to smooth that out. So make sure you're pausing the video wherever you need to and practicing it up. So you can play Ra, bin, hood, and little John. And then we're all going to play this together. No matter how much you know, you just play your own version. But first, we're going to play a bunch of the next letter over. And because G is the last note in the musical alphabet, this means we start over on G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This one is an A. So the very next note over is an A. So we're going to play 4 of those. Walking through the, and then we're going to go back to the G, and then back to the E. And the good news is that right there is the same exact thing. That whole line is the same exact line as this one over here, this third one down here. So if you learn that first one, you can also play the third one. So we're going to just play the first and the third one right now. And of course, make sure you're pausing the video and practicing. And then everybody just play however many of those notes you can. And if you don't get other ones, that's all right. Leave behind the ones you can't do yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest. Yikes, that's crazy fast too. So, Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest. I guess that's what we need is probably pause and practice because of how fast it is. You play 2 of these, 2 of those, 3 of those, 4 of those. Yeah, that's really super duper fast. And actually the faster versions go even faster than that. So the notes on this are relatively easy, but make sure that you just say the words as you're practicing it so that eventually you can play along with the track. So then we already know the first line and we also know the third line. So now we need to learn this second line right here. We're going to play a bunch of C's and say the words laughing back in. And then 4 E's, that we've already played the E's before. Fourth at what the, and then other has to, and then back up to the E. So this D is the first time this note has shown up. It's the one that's in between the first note that we played and the second note that we played. It's that D right there. Other has to say. Now, the whole rest of the song is just repeating exactly that with the exception of this one note right here. That E is eventually going to turn into a C. So it's at the end of the song, where instead of playing D, 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 E, we're going to play D, 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 C. Other than that, it's the exact same thing. So you could almost like even just cross out the whole second half of the song and then just play the first half of the song, but end on a C instead of ending on an E. So we're going to try that, but this track is crazy, crazy fast. So if you need to practice a lot, that's totally understandable. Let's try it though. And a 2, and a 1, 2, ready, go. Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other has to say. A little pause here. Reminiscing this and that and having such a good time. Oodalali, oodalali, golly, what a day. There we go. That is all of the notes, and that is crazy, crazy fast. All right, so we get one last time before we have to move on. But again, you don't have to get all these notes. If you're just getting the first couple, Robin, that's great. Or if you can get Robin Hood, and that's wonderful. This track is crazy, crazy fast. Let's go one more time, though. And a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, go. Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other has to say. Reminiscing this and that and having such a good time. Oodalali, golly, what a day. Man, it's really, 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 really fast. But I think you can get it. If you just practice it up, it's mostly those 3 notes right there. So really pay attention to those. And maybe take a break right now and check out the weekly activity. Kendra, tell us about it.
This week is the origami piano, and you can just fold up the piano and tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram for 150 bonus points from our mascot penguin Klopple.
Yeah, actually, that's one of my favorite ones. If you haven't already made the origami piano, definitely make that. That's a lot of fun. You do have to cut out that keyboard, though, and then maybe tape it on so it doesn't fall off like it did for Kendra. But it's time for mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
This week is from PG Lefebvre, who says, Dear Jamin, what is the best age to start piano? The best age to start piano is whenever you want to start playing piano. So if you've got a younger sibling who's like 2 or 3 and they want to start playing piano, then cool, they should start playing piano, definitely. I would probably say, like, usually the thing that, like, when students want to come in and, like, take lessons from me, I usually don't start until they're, like, 5 or 6 years old. But that's just because lessons cost a lot of money. And you don't want to, like, pay for, like, a half-hour lesson and then have one of the students that can only, like, sit around for 5 or 10 minutes or whatever. So then you're just wasting a lot of money. So other than the money, you should start whenever you want. But usually the age that I recommend is, like, 5 or 6 for, like, official lessons or whatever. But don't start with official lessons. Start with playing songs because it's way, way more fun. All right, let's get into a little bit of secret information.
Secret information.
Okay, so there's a couple secret things you need to know about today's song, and they're in this folder. The first thing that you need to know about today's song, this is actually really important. Yeah, so when we get into level 2, you'll see that all these notes, hang on, don't get scared. This is not information you need to know. This is just secret information for the pros, okay? You'll notice that these are all 8th notes, but you might also notice that when you play it, it doesn't sound like da, 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 da. It sounds like da, 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 da. Da, da. They're not all even. That's because this song is what we call swung. And when a song is swung, that means that you can have regular 8th notes that are all written out just straight away like that. And it looks like it's going to be Robin Hood and Little John. But actually, we just kind of cluster them together. So these 2 are going to get clustered together, and these 2 are going to get clustered together. So it's going to be Robin Hood and Little John. That's called swung. So it's not even something that you won't even see it on the paper. It's just like you got the 8th notes, and you know that if it's a swung song, that's what you're supposed to do, because it's kind of like a little secret information between us musicians. Okay, so the next thing on our list here is chord outlines. And this happens a lot, but in this song especially. So we're going to learn in level 4. Not information that everybody needs, just the pros who are taking a look at this little secret, that the C chord right here, level 4, is going to be these 3 notes right here. You might recognize these 3 notes because these are the 3 most important notes of this song and the 3 notes of the melody here. So we've got Robin Hood and Little John, right? It's those 3 notes right there. So in just a little bit, the level 4 people are going to be playing those notes in their left hand while we play the melody, Robin Hood and Little John, because we're playing the exact same thing. So a lot of times your melody, the part that you would sing, actually is the same exact thing as what the left-hand chords are supposed to be playing. So if you pay attention to your melody, you might be able to skip ahead to some chords because they're usually the same notes. Now, it's time to find out who won this week's raffle. Congratulations, CJ Kaiser. Let us know which prize it is that you want. For everybody else, let's level up.
Transitioning to level 2. This may be confusing to level 1 students, so please continue to practice the level 1 version or visit learnpianolive.com/level 2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out. And if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.